Hi. So yesterday I announced Ancestral Trauma Healing workshop, and I did receive few questions, queries about, what is it about, how is it done, how is it helpful. So I thought, what, let me come here and create a video, share my own personal experience, my own personal understanding about this healing modality, so that if it resonates with you, I think it's for you. So I learned the healing modality, I think, somewhere last year. Since then, I've been practicing and I started teaching it a few months back. And I'll tell you my personal experience. So, going to my childhood, I remember as a kid, we used to listen to stories by my grandfather. So, during winter time, he will, light a bonfire. We kids will sit around him and he will tell us stories you know, like what grandparents do. So, he would tell us stories. But I clearly remember he telling us stories about partition. How did they migrated from the country, how much they had to walk, and how did they made sure they had to protect themselves, everything about survival, and how he came to India, and then he had to start from scratch and everything, all those things he used to tell us. And as a kid I never paid much attention. I was like, okay, sounds like very very traumatic story. But as an adult now, and now as a healer, I could connect the dots. I'll tell you how. So I realized some of my patterns which are clearly connecting to survival skills. For example, if you're my friend, you know that I do not travel without my phone charger. I like my phone to be charged. If I go anywhere, the first thing I come back home is charge my phone. I do not want to run out of battery. I don't know why I'm doing that, right? Even if it's at 50%, I want to make sure I find a place where I can charge my phone. Other thing, if I'm traveling, I have to make sure that there's food available. I would carry something to eat. The other day, I was talking to my friend and talking about a road trip. And I was like, you know what, this time I'm not bringing this junk food. I'm going to bring some real food so that even if we don't find a good place to eat, we can, we can eat the good food, the real food. And she was like, yeah, whatever, up to you, whatever you feel comfortable. And that made me think that these are survival instinct. Now, I don't know why I'm acting out of it, right? I don't know. I have not been through a situation, a trauma where it's about my survival, but I am acting out of it. I can see those subtle patterns in my life which are making me feel fearful about my own survival or the people in my life about their survival. Now, these are very small examples. Can get into the deeper. I'm still doing the digging. I'm still doing the healing aspect of it. But that's where the unhealed trauma gets stored in generations, in lineage, and gets passed on. And that is all about ancestral trauma healing. I just give you one example. So anybody, any lineage which has been through partition, wartime, or any kind of natural disaster, any such trauma, any kind of trauma, the memory might not be passed on. So I don't remember the story exactly. I just remember bits and pieces of it. I don't remember the story my grandfather told me, but my nervous system knows the experience, how it's passed down through DNA. So, with ancestral trauma healing, we are healing that aspect of the nervous system which is still acting out of experience which you never had, but somebody in your lineage had it, and it's making you maybe fearful, anxious, stressed about certain things, and you don't know why, where is it coming from, why are you behaving like, or you just tag it, oh, that's my nature. I said it for the longest time. That's my nature. I like my phone to be charged. That's my nature. I like to carry food when I'm traveling. I like to carry water when I'm traveling. Even if I'm just going for a couple of hours, I'll carry my water bottle. So these are the things which we don't know where is it coming from, but it's coming from a place of fear that I will run out of this, and then what? And that's when I realized it and I started working on it. And that's what is ancestral trauma healing all about. So I thought I will come here and share it with all those who may be still trying to find out the reason of their anxiety, trying to get past the stress they always feel, the insecurities, the blockages, even the blockages. So when something is not healed over the time, it creates a blockage, be it your personal life, professional life, health, anything which is unresolved can create blockage. And that's why I think healing, healing aspect, which you never experienced, but it was passed down to you. Having said that, not trying to blame the experiences my ancestors had, but acknowledging them and healing them is, I take it as my personal responsibility. I thought many will resonate with it. And yeah, if this feels like something you would like to work on, please feel free to ask questions, drop me a message, and happy to talk about it. If you would like to join a workshop, you're more than welcome. I'm always happy when I'm teaching. So, yeah, I hope this was helpful. Thank you.